Yeah. Alrighty, and just like that, we are live. I have our lovely friend, the Nikku, in my AirPods that I'm wearing underneath Foxy. But you all can't see him just yet. He has only just prepared this wonderful looking meal that he's going to show you all. He's just moving to his computer to activate his stream. But I thought we'd get started because, as the title of this video is called, You Give Me No Choice. And he laughs in my ears. I wish you all could hear this. Sorry, not laughs, he sighs. Sorry, he sighs. It's a sigh of depression and defeat. And I like that kind of thing. So, without further ado, I'm also going to have to click on that to make sure that when he does join, we can hear him. But for now, we'll play some guitar, and this will be our little waiting music until he arrives. I just realized something. It has kicked Daniel's stinger over on the screen, and so now I'm staring at my own face. I should click the button that hides that. And there we go. Now we can see the wonderful Mr. Daniel, the Nikku. Time to play the Centrelink waiting music. Oh, gee, I forgot the waiting song for Centrelink. Anyway, I'm just going to click this button here, and then also I'm going to click on this button here, and so now Daniel's audio should be much nicer for him, and just gonna bring that audio up. Yes, I've forgotten what the bloody Centrelink songs were, but I used to play cello to them, and cello's very lovely. Oh, yes, I remember. It has that song, that classical. You know the one. He's hearing it. It's bringing him flashbacks. He's getting flashbacks. I love it. I will do a video of that one day of me jamming on the cello to Centrelink. I will do it. I am certain I will do it.
Very good.
Someone needs to do it.
Someone does need to do it.
Someone needs to do it. It may as well be me. I'm here to do the dirty work on this planet. All right, it falls on my shoulders. Oh, I love it.
So today, please forgive me for the video quality. I'm using an actual webcam instead of a a device made for taking video because I've rearranged my room and everything else in my little hovel of a home.
Yes.
For the sole purpose of making sure that nothing is destroyed. Which is the doorbell just went, and it makes me very uncertain about life.
Yes.
Yes. So there was a particular individual yesterday that we might get into later, but they really worried me, and so now everything I own is in my bedroom. Unfortunately, that means I had to rearrange a few things, and now it's much more difficult to have
Yeah.
a pretty picture propped up for everybody.
Yes.
But what's not much more difficult is me cooking a beautiful meal of
Oh yeah.
2 parmesanas with mushroom that is topped with egg and dill, and oh my goodness, it just looks so edible. Oh my goodness, it just looks so edible.
You're such a fucking chef.
Yes.
It annoys me.
Too fine
It
dining.
annoys me. It's just, look, man, it's sort of too fine dining for here. All right.
Yeah.
So yes, and that's sort of the reason for today's video title of "You Give Me No Choice." I believe that's what I called it. Is that what I called it?
You
I can't-
gave me no choice.
You gave me no choice. Yes, you gave me no choice. Which I find a fascinating little thing to sort of internalize when you're having these sorts of issues come up. And sure enough, this one actually was sort of verbalized in a way in your case, I think. But yeah, just such is life anyway, you know, these things happen, and they basically bring upon this event which requires a response of some variety. Even the ignoring of it is a response. You've responded by ignoring it. But in this case, we've actually responded by saying, well, you've given me no choice, and then you proceed to go on with what one needs to do, which in this case is to do the appropriate thing, which is to commence the kicking and the screaming, and it's very good.
And the hiding of all the valuables.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I have my emotional support instrument, a guitar. I love
I'll
it.
tell you, Palmers, my goodness. Whoever invented them, I love them.
Okay,
This tastes amazing.
so whoever is currently in the comments, if you could do some research for us and discuss who invented the Parma. Who invented the Parma? That's Parma, the Parma. We want to know. We need an answer. There are some parts of Australia that identify the Parma as a Parmy. P-A-R-M-I. Pardon me, not Y, it's P-A-R-M-I. But us Melburnians, Victorians, we call it a Parma.
Oh,
And it is
I've just
very
been
lovely.
instructed to lock my door. I'm
Oh,
going to go
good.
do that. One moment, please.
Okay.
So, on this screen that I'll be looking at, ooh. Why is so much drama happening in my life, Mr. Mike?
I wish you could see the visual of how I ended that song. I don't know the answer to that question. However, I do know this. In life, there is no shortage of moments that present to us the acknowledgement that life is fucking shit. But that's okay. That's okay. You can laugh as much as you want, but you know it's true. Squirrel. Food historians have traced the original recipe back to 1837 when it appeared in Ippolito Cavalcanti's whatever that thing, published in Naples. It seems that Parma, we know, came to us via America. Wow, who'd have thought? Except, unfortunately for America, we do it better. It's just how it goes. As people know,
Aussie pub food.
Oh man.
My God.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Look, I was just about to say, as people know, Australians are known for their refined culture. What? What? I love it. Needs more salt. Oh man, that is great. Well, moving on. Yes. Oh, I need to fix my microphone. I will do this. I had my microphone
So
adjusted
he says
for trucks.
that the first transition wasn't made with to chicken, but to veal. I have actually made a lot of really awesome dishes with veal. And I know that has a lot of negative connotations and it's terrible, but I did a cooking course and that's what we used. So, and it was beautiful. My goodness, it was so good.
Mm.
And I don't care where it comes from, or what it's made of, or any of that. If all that happens is the teacher tells me, hey, there's some meat in front of you, cook it like this, I cook it like this, and then I do that, and at the end of it, it tastes like, oh,
So I've had a
absolute
veal
tranquility.
I've had a veal schnitzel before, but I have not had a veal parma. So have you made a veal parma? Is that what we're talking about here?
Actually, no, but it's very similar.
Okay, because I'd love to
Made.
try one if you're willing to cook one for me. That would be nice.
So what I made was, excuse my eating. I'm very hungry.
Wedges, not chips. Yeah, look, parma and wedges, man. I ain't complaining. You either go wedges or you go chips. I don't care. They're both bloody good. However, if we are doing wedges, we
man
need
myself.
to have sour cream.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
We need to have sour cream. And the thing that fascinated me is back when I was a little girl, I used to hate sour cream. I despised sour cream. And I thought, wow, this sour cream is sour, which is quite obvious because it was in the name. However, lo and behold, I then became a big girl. And then I tried sour cream as an adult, and I'm like, fuck, this is not sour. This is actually quite creamy. And that was incredible. What a revelation. And then I sat there and went, far out. I truly was autistic. And now I am still autistic, but not the same flavor of autistic that I was. And that's okay.
Because you enjoy more flavors.
Because I enjoy more flavors. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so What I made back in old
Yes.
school days, where I learnt about cooking
Yes.
and like tried all the different foods, and oh man, it was such an eye opener for me. I tried so many different things. It was beautiful.
Yes.
Um, I made veal cordon bleu, which is a very French way of saying I got some veal, I put some ham, some sauce, some meat, and then I closed over the veal on top of that. So it's like a schnitzel. It's like a parmigiana, but all the good stuff is in the middle.
Very well.
It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
However, it brings one very unfortunate question.
Oh, creamy bacon and mushroom. I got mushroom with egg on top right
It
here with dill. Oh, it's so nice.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's so good.
Fuck you. Anyway, well, this turned out to not be a philosophy chat, but a fucking food chat, so that's pretty cool. And now I'm hungry. So before the stream began, I had a HSP, or a halal snack pack. And for those tuning in from around the world, basically what it is the same meat you get inside a kebab. So when you get a kebab with all the shaved meats, you get your shaved chicken on the big skewer stick thing. Then you get your shaved lamb on the skewer stick thing. It's that, but mixed through chips with melted cheese through it and in a crisscross of different sauces. And so I had one of those. And as a result, I am now feeling fat and sassy, which is a good combination. Yes. Yes. Sounds good for a Daniel's. Yeah, I know. Look, the thing is that I wasn't particularly in the mood for one before anyway, because I was quite upset. But now that I'm in slightly higher spirits, I could absolutely demolish down a Daniel's donut or a Daniel's donuts pie. So, look, life is tough, okay? Life is incredibly tough. And as the title suggests, you give me no choice but to go out and purchase a Daniel's donut pie and a Daniel's donut. And I would like that. Yes.
Have you ever
Yes.
gotten yourself a schnitzel,
Yes.
put cheese on top of it,
Yes.
on a plate,
Yes.
put that plate in the oven?
Not in the oven. No.
You end up with this beautiful cheesy goodness of just like,
You dropped that. You dropped that in your lap, you idiot.
oh yeah. My
Oh.
eat your heart out. I don't care. Crispy cheese. Oh.
Yes.
Mmm.
Yes. Yes.
I dropped it. Yeah, no, I follow in Linus Tech Tip style.
Yes.
God, what an idol.
Yes.
All hail the Linus.
Yes. Yes.
Why not? It tastes good. I know where it's been. It's been in my
Yes.
lap.
He raises a valid point.
No one's touched my lap since 2019. So. And I also cleaned my entire room. Everything has been mopped and sterilized and wiped down. And
So has your lap. So has your lap.
My lap is freaking sterilized. My God. Trying to breathe in food. It's not healthy. My lap is sterilized, sure.
You're an
Photo
idiot.
of the heart attack burger I've seen in Melbourne before I left. Yes, please do. How are you gonna do that? Can you comment photos? How is that possible? I want to see it. I want to see the heart attack burger in Melbourne.
What do we have a heart attack burger here?
Oh, I'll fucking take it.
Far out.
Man, back when I lived in Middleford, there was this bar. Well, not bar. It was like the corner shop of Middleford. So like everything was there.
Yeah.
And they had a burger that I ate when I was like 13. It was when I was 13. It was about this big.
Ah.
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 I was very pleased. I was so happy
Yes.
with it. I was a little
Yes.
13-year-old like, I can't even hold it with two hands.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
No,
I was
no,
so
no, no,
happy.
no, 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 no. Do you remember? Do you remember the when McGongle had those Build-A-Burger and it was like Build-A-Bear except with burgers? Yeah. Now
Whoa.
that was a good day because consistently I would go into McGongle and I would build this burger that would end up costing like $26, which is very expensive for Macca's because you normally don't think of a $26 burger coming from McGongle. But this thing had every bit of bacon that they had access to, every different variety of cheese that they had access to. It had the greasiest meat because I asked for extra grease because I'm responsible. And it had as much of the extra greasy, greased up meat as your heart could possibly desire. Or perhaps the opposite of, because it was sort of like the McGongle version of a heart attack burger, which was quite pleasant and I quite liked it. And it is the reason why the fox, as we know it, is relatively rotund. Yes. Anyway, it was really good and I miss it. And if Macca's happens to be watching this video, I would like to express my need for this to be reinstated. It costed you nothing. It was absolutely fine for the workers to do. Your workers are not that dumb. They're actually quite intelligent. And so give trust. Give trust and appreciation to the people in your workforce and give thanks to your heartfelt patrons of McGongle. Thank you. Thanks for listening to my story. Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving
Oh,
on.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'm just really hungry, man. I'm thinking with me stomach now. You just got me thinking about food. And you give me no choice. Ah. Ah. And that's sort of where I was getting at with this title, is the fact that it's such I genuinely believe in that, that in those moments that we make that choice, it's actually you give me no choice but to make the best possible decision that I have to make in that moment. So actually there's only one choice that you can make, because you make that decision that there is only one choice worth making over all the other choices. As a result, you give me no choice but to talk about food. You can give me that look as much as you want, you slimy bitch, but you know it's true.
No. Jack Baton.
What did he say? Batten. Tweeted the burger. Ah.
That's the first official tweet to him.
Ah.
The Mr. Nikku. That account is fresh.
Yes.
For this.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I made that just for this. I had another account. I was like, no.
Ah.
I do nothing but follow absolute horribleness, and I do not want
Yes.
anything like that attached to my name. So, so to have a burger attached to that, oh, it is so pleasing. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm gonna go look that and see if that's in there now.
Yes.
Live while we're doing this. Hello.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
there?
I also appreciate I also appreciate Jesse's comment that I seem like a friendly and trustworthy fox. Mucho appreciado, because I like to think that this fox is in fact very friendly and very trustworthy. So thank you. But yes, how exciting. That's very good. This calls for some celebratory guitar. Because I'm an idiot.
I was a bit unsure about the other stuff, like being a trustworthy fox.
Wow. Wait, that's not the celebratory song. That's the birthday song. Oh, fuck. Um, hmm. No. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, that was a terrible experience of trying to find a platform.
Yes. To be continued. It's such a good song because it really is the embodiment of something that will be continued eventually. And I like that. Yeah. Anyways, so Mr. Daniel.
I'm trying to find the burger they're referring to.
Oh, so Daniel's trying to bring up the burger.
Who uses Twitter though? No, I am actually going a struggle?
question is in a different live stream,
The
but it was
internet
never
is not
read.
usable right now.
There's a ukulele. Well, I hope that we can have a little jam session together if you happen to be a ukulele pro.
Especially if it's hiding in your house. It's like you must shred that thing so hard that it has to feel
Yeah, it sounds like me, to be honest. So the Southern Aurora is coming to Melbourne as part of the train celebrating its 60th anniversary tomorrow. Ah, very nice. Will that be as expensive as today to go to? Vox, just get a balloon and make guitar into a poor man's ukulele, but it sounds so bad. I've heard people do it. What I really want to get.
I had it not long ago.
Oh, actually?
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Over. You
Nah.
were over.
Did you try it on yours?
Mm.
Fuck, I can't remember. Wow.
Oh, it was so bad.
I thought I watched a video on it. I didn't think you actually. Wow, my memory's
It was
bad.
Like the difference, like if you can imagine the difference between a ukulele and anything else, this was the difference between a guitar. Oh, sorry. This is the difference between like a saxophone.
Yeah.
And a recorder. It was so far apart. It was nothing like it. It was so bad. Oh my god, don't do it. Or do it just to prove how bad it is.
Yes.
I was shocked at how terrible it sounded compared to what I've seen on YouTube. I was like, what? When does that happen? YouTube doesn't lie. YouTube's the most honest thing on the planet, right?
Yes. Anyway, that was my little rendition of dueling banjos because we were talking about banjos, and so I just played dueling banjos. So, suck shit for anyone who did not want to listen to dueling banjos. You've now heard it anyway. You're welcome. Moving on. What shall be on our radar of things to discuss today?
I
What
can
shall we
barely hear
discuss?
Nikku. Is that a me problem? Am I unaudible because I've got my microphone in a
Yes.
different spot? Like I've rearranged my whole room. Everything's weird
Yes.
for me right now.
You are very, very low volume. I can see that here. And you're on full volume on my computer. It's just that your microphone's just too far away from your face.
Okay.
That
Here's
looks
a
like
test.
it's better. That looks much better.
Here's a test. All right. Can people hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
I hope you can hear me chewing.
I can certainly see the levels coming up much higher. So I now have to bring my microphone up a tiny little bit more. And now we're at about the same level, I think. if I was a ukulele pro, to answer that, if I'm to answer, I'm not good at playing it. What can talk about? Well, we can talk about a whole bunch of things. We're originally going to talk about the topic of the video, but the thing is that life is so turbulent, and especially in poor Daniel's case, where a slew of different things have happened one after the other, which brings us into a situation that we're just playing things by ear, and that's okay. And
Well,
yes,
the topic here of me is like, you gave me no choice.
yes,
My goodness.
and you've given me no choice.
Oh, have I?
Yes, well, because I mean, like not that you had a choice to give me no choice, because you didn't have a choice to give me no choice. Things happened in your world that naturally caused this onslaught of cause and effect around you, because you've had events occur that you have had no choice but to react in the way that you have, which no matter what you say or do, you'll always have had experienced what you experienced because it was inevitable in its entirety. And just as a result, this moment that we're sharing now is inevitable because while I had a choice to insist that we stream, I've given you no choice in basically sort of insisting that we stream, and you were for it anyway. But then that causes
Right now,
into
this
question.
second.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk about how you, Mr. Voksy, are just damn cute. Well, but that one's debatable.
No, it's really not.
Well, no,
That's
but
why you spent so much on him.
Oh, but no, but it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look,
you can't
man,
deny it. Mr.
I
Voksy is cute.
no, but I'm.
It's
I can't.
undeniable.
I have to deny it because I'm biased, which means that my first response needs to be denial, because I'm biased because he's mine. And so it would only be too conceited of me to say that I think he is the cutest fox in the world. Because obviously he's mine, so naturally I'm going to be quite attached to him and, think that he's absolutely the most adorable rat in the entire world, and, sort of put him on a pedestal like I do every time I leave the house. His pedestal's a little pillow, and then I ploof out his little feathers. See, Fox has these feathers, right? His little neck fluff, and so when I sit him on the pillow, I sort of pull out his neck fluff, and it looks like he has ploofed up feathers like an angry bird, like that video game. And so he's like ready to attack if someone was to break into the house. He'll just launch himself off the pillow to their face, and they'll just blow up, which is great. So far, he hasn't had to do that yet, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Yet. It could happen. Hey, look, if I get given housing commission, let's be honest, I'm genuinely concerned if I do get into housing commission the day that the house gets broken into, because let's be honest, that's so gonna happen. You know what those areas are like. He's thinking.
Don't know.
Don't
know. No. The only people that get broken into are people that let weirdos run through their house. From my experience, it might be a terrible experience of goodness. Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, right, is they're going to see what car rocks up there, which is my car. And I've got a nice-looking car. It's an old car, but it looks like a nice-looking car.
Make sure you got a garage.
Well, but then I still rock up into the garage, in it.
Yeah, but no one sees that.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, look, all I'm concerned about, they can steal my record player, they can steal my gaming computer. go to town. But if you take my fox, I will actually lose my will to live completely. Not
You need
just
a safe.
mostly, but actually completely. And I've always thought about
need a
that
safe.
because I know I need a safe, and that's terrible. I can't imagine locking them up into a safe every time, but I have to. I would have to if I moved out. So it's just a fascinating thing that I've thought about, right? Is, what would happen? What would happen within my own mind if I was to move into a housing commission home? So,
Train chaser Jesse. I like this. I like this train of thinking. I like it.
yeah, that's so true. That is so true. He so would, because he looks like the sort that would do that. Because as I say, when I ploof his little feathers up, he looks like an angry bird. And, it just brings me joy. It really does. But yeah, that's something that I've thought about. And I think it's certainly not an invalid thing to conclude to, is this genuine fear of leaving the house getting broken into, and they see the fox and they go, we're taking that because that looks funny.
It's too cute.
Yeah.
It's too cute. I'm stealing it for myself.
It's too cute and I'm stealing it for myself. No, but they don't do that though. Oh, they do all kinds of terrible things,
They're so weird, man. People that break into people's houses, they do whatever they feel like. They don't do anything normal.
Yes, this is true. But yes, that is something that is forever on my mind, even here. But here's mostly okay because there's really good security around the property because it's also a business. But yeah, it's just thoughts that go through my mind and give me heckin' anxiety.
Gel guns are actually legal in Australia right now this second.
Are they legal or illegal?
Legal.
I thought they were illegal.
We can get them.
I thought they were illegal in Melbourne.
We can get them. They just need the rubber tip. They need a little bit of orange to say, I'm not a real gun.
Yeah.
I won't kill you.
Yeah.
Grenades? Yeah, you got to bring those. Yeah. Yep. No, we can't get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But gel guns, I was looking at those recently because I was like, damn, I could get myself a Desert Eagle that I do the
yeah.
Oh my god. And it's only $400 and never ending plate of food. Oh, I've got 2 schnitzels covered with Napoli sauce and beautiful aged cheese covered with sprinkled dill. And on the side I've had mushroom with egg on top.
Yes.
And my goodness, it's been amazing. I'm about this much of the way through, so yes, it's still going, but no, it does have an ending, I promise. Okay?
No. Daniel, I was just about to say, when I went to Coles earlier to buy some milk for myself, I did go past Schnitz, and I looked at the Schnitz, and I thought, far out, I would love a Parma, but I know that their Parmas are trash compared to what a good Parma should be. And you turn out to be cooking this wonderful, wonderful Parma, and it kills me. Yes, his one has shrooms on it. His Parma has shrooms.
Oh, they went first. They were so good.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you get those really broad mushrooms. They're so big and wide. You just crack an egg in the middle, and it just sits in there.
Yes.
And you can just, after pan frying the mushroom, taking it out. You didn't cook the other side. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Crack an egg on top. Put it under the grill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Racist.
Juicy.
Racist.
Juicy. It's so juicy.
Yeah.
Racist against dry people.
Change your video title. Daniel's an idiot. In this video, we discuss an idiot. Like, cool. That's nice. Anyway. Yeah. So curiously, have you noticed any action within the household, or has your household been calm so far?
So,
Haven't heard any smashing of plates or glasses yet.
I haven't heard anything like that yet.
Yeah, yet.
So the thing is,
Yes.
for the last 2.5 years, or however long I've been here, it's been so long for me now. Everything has been so relaxed, so calm, so beautiful. Everyone here is gorgeous people.
Daniel
And
lives in a share house, by the way.
That never happens when you live in a share house, right?
Yeah.
What usually happens is everyone's a bloody asshole.
Yeah.
And leaves everything everywhere, and then you're the only one cleaning things up.
Yeah.
And then they blame you for when things aren't clean. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bad time usually in a share house. Like, you're having a bad time. I've had a schnitzel's chicken parmesan before, and the parma tastes just fine to me. Yes.
Good. It should taste
Parmas
just fine to you, because parma's the
should.
best thing in the world.
Yeah.
It is the reason why they call it the safety meal, is because it is the absolute go-to for anywhere you visit in Australia. You go for the parma because it is generally consistently fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always a safe thing to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. No matter how they do it, it's guaranteed at a base level to be good. Even if it's dry, you can just get a pot of gravy with it. And so then you just add gravy to your parma, and then it's even better, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, oh no, the parma's dry, best we fix it with another good thing. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but in some previous interactions, I had a housemate who was he randomly came across very accusatory.
Yes.
To my brother, no less, and that triggered every protective instinct in me, as well as other instincts of screw anyone that wants to accuse other people of anything without decent reasoning.
Yeah.
And I just got very uppity. I was craning my back so hard. No, I was quite upset. And I yelled, and I was yelling for the first time in many years. And I was more aggressive than I had been in many years as well. And yeah, that was interesting. I got the other housemates out. That's one of the reasons why I was yelling, is to get the other housemates out so that we had witnesses. It's very hard to do something stupid when you have other people around.
And also safety in numbers.
Yeah, safety.
It's always
numbers.
a thing.
Yes.
Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
And when you experience a traumatic event, even when you're in that moment of trauma, you'll have what's called a cry for help. And that cry for help must be met. It must be met with the correct response. And the correct response in this case needed to be people getting up and witnessing and being in the same room, so that there was a sense of safety
all I needed.
Of numbers.
That's all I needed, is that people would go out of their room and say, "What's going on?"
Now, could you imagine?
Oh, the hell!
Could you imagine the alternate of this instance, where people just put their fingers in their ears. And then you're struck. And then people don't even ask how you're going after the event. And they don't even want to know about it. And then you develop post-traumatic stress again.
Again.
Yes, again. It's already one strike. We're just adding it to the list, mate.
That's fine. I'll see my psychologist in a week and a half.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, true. But
But no, things went well. The attention was given where it was needed.
No, things went well. Yeah, they did. They went really well.
Yeah.
But there was another thing that happened, which I'll say right after reading out Mr. Jesse's message, which is between you two, what was your favorite place or pub to have a Parmigiana?
Oh, fuck. Kelly's pub.
Misa's recently has been Oorong in Toorak. Toorak is a very posh place in Melbourne.
There's a place in Toorak that does a good Parma.
Actually, this Parma meal was one of the best I've ever had.
Fuck.
They not only made an amazing Parma, but their salad side was, and it sounds lazy, right? But it was just a baby cos lettuce that had been sliced into quarters.
Yeah.
And so it was strangely as rustic as it looked. They just did that. They put some shredded red onion on top, and they put a drizzle of seasoning, and that was it. It was really super simple. But look, it was the easiest salad I've ever had picking up with a knife and fork.
Yeah.
Usually when I try to pick up salad with a knife and fork, I have a bit of struggle with the lettuce. It tries to stick to the plate.
Yes.
I had no such issue with this one. Oh, it all just came to, and it was so nice and so well done. And it was so simple. My goodness.
Yep. Okay.
So that was actually one of the best Parmas I've had in a while. And they did use the whole breast as well. So it was nice, thick, juicy breast.
Was it an expensive Parma?
It was $26 for the whole lot, and we had chips, salad, Parma.
Fuck, that's normal Parma price now. Oh my god, do you remember when Parmas used to be $21?
You make me sad like petrol prices. You make me sad like petrol prices.
Yeah. I'm petitioning to the government. The price of Parmas have risen since the year 1998. And this is unacceptable. We cannot be starving the Australian people of this staple meal that they require for nutrition and sustenance for daily living. These are our labourers. These are our people that make Australia move forward. We have to make sure the price of Parmas remains stable, remains affordable, and is the cornerstone of the Australian diet. Was that good?
Voksy for Prime Minister.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going for. I hope someone clips that and then that becomes like fucking giga famous, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we want to vote the Fox guy in, and I'll be like, oh.
I would.
Oh man.
My God.
Yeah. My psychologist would have a fucking fit. It'd be so good. He'd be like, yeah, exactly. They'd be like,
I'm considering eating like nothing.
Oh man, that's great. Especially when he sees the fox on television, like running for Prime Minister. Oh my god, he'd actually explode. It's so good. Anyway,
So I had this really interesting experience with my housemate. It was kind of traumatic and like brought up a whole bunch of memories of other things that I had in my life, which were very scary. But it's sort of interesting because it made the whole house come together and sort of be like, no, we don't want that in our lives, and
Yeah.
we're gonna just not do that sort of thing. And like, how do we not make this happen? How do we make this not happen?
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, really.
Yeah.
Should I post Vox dabbing on your Twitters? Yes. You should always post Vox dabbing on my Twitters. Every time, without failure.
Yeah.
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 Every single time. 100%.
I mean, look, it happened, Squirrel had clipped it and then turned it into like a separate little short clip thing, and so now there's this GIF on the internets of me dabbing on stream, which is really good. So that's a bit
10 out of 10.
unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, these things exist permanently. Once it's on the internet, you've relinquished control. It's out there now. Good luck.
It is indeed out there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's one thing. That's one thing that really pisses me off. Actually, really grinds my gears. Is how people get so upset about the internet's permanency, and it's just like, man, didn't your parents ever teach you what they taught me, which is never put anything on the internet that you don't want to be known forever?
Yes.
And it's like,
Never do anything in general in this day and age that you don't want to be known forever.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
someone else can put it on the internet, and that's just how it is. Don't just... Basically, if you're around other people that aren't your very good friends, be terrified.
Yes.
Because they can whip out their phone at any moment, take a recording, and put it on YouTube's.
Yeah.
And if it's crazy enough, you'll fucking get famous as as a crazy man.
Yep. Absolutely. I also like Jesse's little introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Prime Minister of Australia, Voksy the Fluffy Fox. Excellent. Done. Well, that was quick. Nice. But yes.
Yes.
Everybody dabs as he walks in the room. Oh my god, that's it. You get all the press.
Changes the salute for all the army figures. Navy, Army, Air Force, doesn't matter. Everything is just...
Oh man.
And that's it.
Yeah. You got all like the bloody press people, and they're sitting there with their cameras and they're like clicking, but because they have to pay respects, they're clicking and then clicking.
Yeet, my camera! Oh no!
Yeah, that's it. The camera just goes.
Oh dear.
I love it. That's so good. Oh dear. Yeah, big fan.
That was so much food.
Yeah, it looked like it, man. It really did.
Oh, I'm really pleased with it. There's very little carbohydrates at all. So, I'm cutting out the sugars.
Yep.
I get to admit, I get to eat as much as anything else I want.
Yep.
And I keep losing weight. It's weird. I eat a crazy amount of food and I keep losing weight. It's actually really good.
Yes. Wait, you have a camera? Of course I've got a camera. I've got a camera here, and I've got two cameras. I've got that one, and then I've got another one. I've got two. One sec. I'll grab the other one. I'll show you the other one as well.
Hold on. While he shows you that, I'm going to go and top up my beverage.
Alright. Alright, so I got two here. Got two here, but I need to work out how the hell I'm holding them. Oh shit. So I got these two. So this one here is the expensive one. This is about like $8,000 for the whole kit. And it's very heavy. I don't know if you can see it, but this one's like, it's a very big one. And then there's this one's film. So this one's digital. You can see the screen there. And this one's film. So there's no screen at all. It's old school. It's very expensive. What model is that? This one here is a D850. And this one here is a D5. So they're very chunky.
Ooh, a D5.
Yeah, D5. The F5. F5. And the F5 is my favorite at the moment. I know that's reversed, I'm sorry. But this one here is my absolute favorite.
There we go.
And yeah, it's a lovely, lovely camera. And they're so heavy that I'm panting holding them up. They weigh so much. This one's a fucking tank. It is so heavy.
Panting, wow. Way to please your community.
And then there's this one. This one's got the big lens on it. So this is a 24. This one's a 70 to 200, 70 to 200 f2.8 Nikon G, whatever the hell. And yeah, this one's my workhorse. So back when I was a pro photographer, back when I was doing like full-on professional work, this was my workhorse, was this one. And it's a good camera. It's very good, and it works quite well, and it never let me down. Fuck, it's heavy. But this one, the body of this one was $5,000. The battery grip was $600, and the lens was $3,000. So that's an expensive one, but it does a ripper job. So yeah, far out. That's heavy. That's so heavy. But
So I've got chat over here, and I've got you doing things over here. So
Nice.
if I want to watch you or chat, I'll look over here.
yeah,
And then when I want to just listen to you while staring at myself, I can look over here.
a little bit conceited, but okay.
Yeah, it's just a chat conceited.
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks more natural because I'm looking over here. And that's where the
Yes.
webcam is.
Yes.
So I might need to reconsider that one.
Now, speaking of which, so I can't really show it because my phone is in a call, so I don't think that I can show it. But if you want to search it up, you're welcome to. So Jesse, the camera that I'm using to, like, for here, this camera, is a Sony Z, so Z for Zulu, 7, P for Peter. So Sony Z7P, and that it used to be about $10,000 back when the camera was new. You can pick them up for like $2,000 to $1,000 nowadays, and yeah, I've had it for a little while, and it just makes a wonderful webcam. It's like, why would you go for a proper webcam when you can get this Pro Series camera and just use that? So I do, and it's good.
And I have what looks terrible on my screen, but I'm looking at Discord feed, and it actually doesn't look that. I'm looking at the YouTubes, and it doesn't look that. It doesn't look too bad on YouTube.
Hey, I could fix that actually. I could add a filter.
And I have a less than $100 webcam, a Logitech C 525. And it looks pretty darn good on YouTube.
Yes.
It doesn't look very good on Discord, so don't call your friends with it, but good God, YouTube does a great job of getting rid of the grain and the horribleness.
I can make it look better. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to look great.
I can. So do that, and then...
So the next time he drinks his wine, I'll look at him.
Hue. Oh god, I wouldn't do hue shift, but
Nah, the green is good. The green is fine.
The green is good.
I like the green.
What can the hue shift do? Oh, hello. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Done. Now you look pretty. All
I
right. Good luck.
I got a
Good
lot
luck
of
when
interesting
it's.
colors happening.
Yeah. Good luck when this happens.
Oh dear.
you're you're multicolored now.
Oh dear.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
He's just drank his wine
Yeah. I'm just gonna
from
reset that.
about 20 seconds ago.
Just gonna reset that back to 0 because that looked horrible. um. Yeah, I think
Make
that's
him
better.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
you
there we
did
go.
make me Shrek too. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
It's great. I feel
why
very
would you
glad.
do this? You
As
made
a
my wall the
joke.
same
As a
color as your
joke.
wall.
Yeah.
It was green. You can't make green the same color as your wall with white balance change. What are you doing,
Hue shift, man. The whole thing, the whole spectrum just goes completely
honey?
out of whack. It's really good.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh
No.
no.
No, no. What are you doing in my swamp, eh?
Oh yeah.
You want
Oh
some
no.
shrimp? You want some fish and chops?
Oh no. That's not
You
skunks at
want
all,
some
G.
fish and chops?
That's great. Anyway, well, I made a slight readjustment to your camera, so now it looks a little bit more normal, but a little bit better than how it did before, I think. I
Oh,
hope.
okay.
I hope.
I hope.
It's a little bit
I hope
brighter
so
now.
too.
Actually, how about I fix
Mm.
mine while we're at it, and you can, like, I don't know, talk about something good, I guess.
Talk about something good.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
Oh,
Make him Shrek. No,
fuck.
you see, like, it's been so long since I properly just jived into accents.
Yeah.
I used to love just always diving into random accents and just jumping from country to country.
Yes.
I wasn't too bad at it either. But my natural accent is something like a mix between Australian and Britland.
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 I like Britland.
I like Britland. Britland's good. You know. Oh my god, there's a dab emoji. I didn't know there was a dab emoji.
Yeah, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, the internet has cancer.
I'm copying that image. I'm making that a sticker in my Discord.
I'll get
now this second.
I'll get you to confirm whether my camera looks okay now. I just made a slight adjustment to it, and I think it looks a little bit better. I just like changed the camera a little bit, added contrast, and now we should look so pretty.
I can sell you a plan from
Sell him some.
Tesla.
Oh my god, bloody.
I'm going to sell you a plan from Tesla.
Yeah, and that's why you were denied a job with Telstra. What? Where did you go? Where did you go?
Whoa. Hello. I'm back.
You're not back on my screen.
Boop.
Oh.
Hello. I wish to sell you some Tesla.
There we go.
Tesla.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well.
Good thing about Tesla is you only got 25 gigabytes a month, and it will only cost you $80.
You're frozen on my screen, by the way.
Oh, pretty good. Ooh, I see in YouTube I've turned into my cute little wolf icon. Or fox icon, whatever.
Yeah, no, that was a cute little icon that happened there. So we've had all this whole slew of different things happen on your side of the line, Mr. Daniel, and basically you've been sort of cornered into a position where you had to make a decision, and decision was really, there was only one decision that was the right decision in your case, and now you have Mr. Landlady Man stepping forward and having to be the big boss finally, so he's actually earning his wages for once in his life, which is good, thank goodness. And I've ever been to talking with two new friends. One I've seen and one I don't know about his life. This is awesome. Yeah, and the one that you don't know is actually quite weird. You know? Yeah, he's got
Guaranteed
wine.
weirdness.
He's got wine as well.
Guaranteed weirdness.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
no, it's even weirder because this side has a normal headphone with a wire going to my computer, going to a DAC, going to the same thing that's producing the sound.
Yes.
From my computer that you're hearing right now, which comes out of the microphone. And on the other side, I got the Samsung Bud Plus listening to Michael talk.
Yes.
It's all very strange, really.
Yes, because we have this issue that happens where there's a delay from Discord producing audio through into the computer versus Discord producing audio through the console. And by the time it comes out of the computer software into physical hardware and then back through the microphone because of echo, because of the like the ambience in the room, back into the computer, you can actually hear Daniel twice, and as a result, it's like really disorienting. And that reminds me, public safety announcement. It is disorienting and not disorientating. Disorientating is not a word. It is disorienting. You're welcome.
Unless you played
What?
Simpsons Hit and Run way too many times.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because everyone says the word. Even the higher ups in the planet say disorientating.
Do they say that?
Yeah, some of them too.
Gross.
Your friend Relay Rail Dog just uploaded a new video. Yay! Yeah, Relay seems like a good egg. He always seems like a good egg. He's a little bit special, but he means well, and we like that.
Meaning well is all that matters.
Yes.
Mm.
It's preparing for the convention this upcoming weekend, not this one though. Yeah, that's right, because he goes to all those animal people conventions.
Oh, wow. Good luck to him.
Yes, good luck to him indeed. Look,
Indeed.
I mean, you know, if that's how you want to spend your money, you can go for it. I have thoughts on those conventions though, which is that, like, in my experiences, if you don't have people that you know are going and you don't have a friend circle to join in on, it is the worst way to spend money, because you end up just being segregated alone in a corner, drinking alcohol, or any form of drink on your lonesome, while everyone else sort of ducks off into their own little esoteric circle, and they do whatever the hell they want, talk about whatever the hell they want, and they've got no real desire to sort of reach out and say, hey, you person sitting in corner hiding behind that plant, you should join us. You know, instead they go, hey, you, why are you hiding in that plant? That's weird.
Yeah.
We're going to call the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but, like, it's interesting, though, because it's sort of like being on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're flirtatious, you're going to get a lot of attention. Right?
Yes.
So you can just thrust yourself into it and be highly flirtatious. And if you're not that way inclined, then really not enjoy your time.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's actually quite a lot of work, as you're saying,
Yes.
to find the people who aren't quite so oddly that way inclined.
Yeah.
You know, unless you have a $5,000 suit of fur.
Yes.
In which case you can, if you want to get yourself noticed, you can.
Yes. The price is up now too. I found out how much the person who made my fox, I found out how much his starting price is for an animal suit. And it was either $8,000 or $9,000. I think it was $9,000 American. So I know. And so now it's like, now my fox is even higher value. My fox has appreciated value. It's appreciated in value. Yep. It's pretty messed up. Shit's expensive, yo.
Guess I will never get myself a bunny costume.
Yes. No, you can get
I've
one.
had dreams
No.
of having a fox costume and a bunny costume all of my own.
Yes.
I wanted two because I'm a greedy cunt.
Yes.
Excuse the language.
Yes.
But guess what? Apparently I don't get to have either. What the hell?
Yes.
$8,000-9,000
US.
American.
Yes. American. Yes. Yeah, man.
I go down, good dog, get some money.
Yeah, man. It's bloody expensive.
Go buy some things.
It's very expensive now, and don't get me wrong, I can understand why, because the thing is, right, is that it comes down to...
I'm glad you can understand why.
Well, I can. I don't like the fact that this is how it is, but it just is the way that it is now. You can't change that, so I have to accept it. But
I'd like you to explain it to me still.
Oh, sure. I can explain it. Can you make it?
With time.
Then make it. Done. That's your answer.
Okay, I guess I will then.
That is your answer. Any other answer does not do. So it honestly comes down to that fact that people go, well,
okay.
I can see that this is a commodity, right? Because it is, right? People trade in animal suits as far as social circles go, right? Your animal suit and your Twitter following will have a dictation on your status amongst your peers. And so, which is absolutely feral and wrong and disgusting. But I've noticed this. People can disagree with me. I welcome them to. But this is something that I have personally observed and had other people echo these thoughts of mine, which I believe then validates them as being true. But it honestly seems the case that...
The retracted comment, I saw it for a moment. Gonna call out the retracted comment. It is cheaper to just have a head. And by God, have I considered it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I've considered just getting some head, some paws. Don't take that out of context. I will come for you.
I always questioned whether or not that would give me a panic attack or not. Right? Because I knew that you had an interest in it, and I thought, well, I know what my PTSD is like, and I know how ruthless it is, and I thought,
I wonder if that
fucking would happen.
Excuse the French again. It's all just coming out tonight.
Yes.
I don't have the inkling of psychedelic nuclear reactor meltdown colors, though.
It's regardless of that, though. That's the thing. Yeah. Because it's like
the closet fur. The closet fur. What do you mean closet? I just can't afford it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm interested. I want to get closer, but the people are crazy.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, well, I'll just do it on my own. Oh no, it's too expensive. Guess I will not.
Yes.
And then that's about it.
Yes. It ends there, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty bad, man.
It's about full circle. That's about full circle. Yeah. Oh, hello. You guys are really cute looking. Oh, God, you're fucking weird to fucking talk to. Guess I'll just do it on my own and watch from afar. Oh, God, it's too fucking expensive to get one. Guess I'll just not then, and then walks out of the shop.
Yeah.
Basic. That was my entire experience.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, it's pretty pretty rocky ride when you start thinking about the whole thing, because you just get bounced in all kinds of directions, especially when you have personal experiences.
Mm.
And you say did see a partial for 650 AU, but chances are that was a bid, and chances are that bid.
Is it gonna be something that I wanted in particular?
There's also that. Yep, there's also that, and that's the thing is in my case with my fluffy rat. So the bodysuit
Mm.
of my fluffy rat I was never really that happy with, but his face
Mm.
I was always very happy with,
Mm.
and and at the time, Fox was more expensive than my first car at the time. Now, if I was to get a suit from the same person, the Fox would have been more expensive than my second car, which was a limousine. And eventually, it will be that the Fox would have been as expensive as my third car, which is an even bigger limousine. It's actually a Japanese Bentley. So how the hell is that supposed to work? Normally, if you're a normal functioning member of society, that money goes towards a
Mm.
house deposit. But if you're a degenerate, that money goes towards dressing up in a sweaty animal suit, which is friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to be associated with the degenerate clan because I love my sweaty animal costume. I think he's fucking adorable. But it is the reality of the situation that we're talking about is the fact that you cannot deny any claim of an aggressor looking outside in, going, hey, you've just burned that money into the form of this giant animal suit. And then you've got the argument when you've got the animal suit to say, well, it brings
Mm.
me an incredible sense of self worth, joy, satisfaction looking at, wearing, whatever it may be, in which case they can argue as much as
Jesse's
they
on it.
want, but their argument is going to be denial over the fact that you genuinely do experience those physiological responses when you look at or wear your giant fluffy animal. But
Mm.
then there's also the fact that, well, you've already spent the money, so the money's already gone. So for you, it's not much of an issue. But for anyone else, they see it that the money still exists. And they'll always see that because they see the purchase. And the
Mm.
purchase and the item will forever be associated in one hamburger. And it's that hamburger that they're looking at. And it's a delicious hamburger. And I'm hungry. I'm
My
just
name can be contracted into delish.
going away.
Also,
Yes.
yes, you have terrified my hiccups away, Mr.
Yes.
Jesse.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll tell you what though, I going back to that topic, I had a wonderful chat with my psychologist about that. So my psychologist specializes in a field that is quite well associated with the furry community, and the thing is that as a result, he has a relatively fair understanding on what that community is like and how the
Mm.
cognition of some of the peoples are who are involved in it because he gets to see the cognition firsthand and in
Mm.
contrast each person because it's like this little glimpse into the real inner workings of that, whether it's from a
Mm.
sociological perspective, this broader sociological perspective of this is the makeup of this community from afar, and then from closer. So,
Mm.
but it was funny because then I would have discussions with him, and I would bring up the fact that, well, I just think I just think it's so fascinating, this idea that these animal suits are so expensive, and these people are so standoffish and so exclusive when it comes to the way that they present themselves, because it is kind of an exclusivity thing. A lot of these
Mm.
people see it as a genuine form of status, of
Mm.
which they will try and push their circle outwards so that their radius is even larger, and then they eventually basically treat themselves like a social media manager with their giant mascot of their own persona, and the way
Mm.
that they go about publishing content is much like a social media manager and not at all like someone who is a genuine, real person. And in the way that they conduct themselves when people reach out and wish to communicate is much like a social media manager, because things are then filtered and blocked before they then allow that to be brought on to a one-to-one discussion, which is pretty foul and disgusting, is my personal belief. But anyway, but I remember pitching to him, to my psychologist, this idea that it really seemed like, and this is totally designed to be controversial and to offend everyone. So just so you know, that's the intention of this, even though I don't genuinely mean it, but it's a musing, and the musing is entertaining because it seems ridiculous, but it also has some truth and validity to it if you'll hear me out. And that is that these people roam around acting like they are king or queen of the autistic kingdom. And it is genuinely this this perspective that, well, they've already got that themselves. It's like, imagine if I was to become popular. I myself have autism, right? I'm on that spectrum, so I am ASD level 2 is my diagnosis. And if I was to then roam around with this status that I claim that I have, or that I start accepting when other people say that I have it, would absolutely be preposterous, because it would then be basically saying, well, I am at some level of higher hierarchy than anyone else. And in addition to that, the way that I present myself, if it was to be in any way accepting and pursuant of that that known higher up, in the food chain level.
Ooh, level 4.
What?
Sorry, I just had an aneurysm.
There's 3 levels.
Well, he's level 4, so he's just exceeded your fucking boundaries, hasn't he? Personally, for me, I just sit there and go, right, I know I'm not neurotypical, that's enough for me. Hello, psychologist, can you please help me? Deal.
He's level 4, man.
He's level 4, though, so look, he needs, like, a team of psychologists just to get him, like, on the road to okay enough to use a computer.
Yeah. You'd be level 3,
because
by the way.
He's so obsessed with trains that he doesn't understand what a computer looks like at level 4.
That's me.
But
sorry, it was me. Not anymore.
Stop it. You stop it right there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's messy and good God, but
it is
no.
messy.
It's messy.
I'm gonna accept any and every form of hate that I can get with that little musing, but I really do find it so fascinating, because like, I just remember having that discussion with my psychologist and him just laughing, and it was the sort of laugh that you give when you know that it's true, which was
I scared
great.
him. I'm happy that I scared him.
With that scream, bloody hell. That's great.
That, for some reason, pleases me. Sorry, I don't mean to be so pleased that I have terrified you. I hope that I've not genuinely terrified you and just given you a bit of a shock factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
I know. I'm come here too well knowing that, in fact, I'm an 100%. Idiot sitting on a $700 chair. God, I'm good.
You are sitting on the same value as that that suit that Squirrel was talking about, I think. So there you go.
I'm sitting on it.
Yeah, you are sitting on it. That's
you know what?
Going to be taken the wrong way.
I prefer the comfort.
I prefer the comfort on sitting on my fox as well. Idiot.
God, you need help.
Yes. Please help.
Please help.
Yeah.
No.
That's all right. I'll bring that up with the psychologist as well. No worries.
Mm.
Oh my god, the number of face palms.
I screamed
Like
though. I screamed though because level 4 autism.
yes, yeah. At level 4, level 4 is like saying I'm level 9,000 autismo. Um,
Yeah.
so oh dear God, I'm laughing in tears right now. I know it's same man. It's good.
Oh dear.
But yeah, man. So if you're the top dog, then you're level 3. Level
Yeah.
3 is the big one, and you get a special bonus with it. I think you even get ice cream cake or something like a Freddo ice
You
cream
do.
cake.
You do.
Yeah,
You get one of those.
which like I missed out on that when I was
Once a year on
diagnosed.
NDIS.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, such is life, you know. We don't, you know, it's more to make up for the fact that you've got level 3 anyway. So it's sort of a good thing if you don't get given the Freddo Frog cake, because it sort of is like saying congratulations, you don't need one of these.
Mm.
Um, anyway, such is life. It's good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I find that fascinating though. That's a good topic. Is the fact that autism changes over the years, not for everyone, but
Mm.
it can. And so for me, I my level 2 began looking more like
I
a
want my cake.
level 1.
I want my cake too.
I love it. But yeah, like my autism went from being more a level 2 to then being more a level 1, but then on a bad
Mm.
day it goes so back to being a level 2 that it's not funny. Like it's just so excruciating how autismo I go when I'm stressed, fatigued, everything.
Oh,
Tick all the boxes and it's just thoop, and you're straight back into the normal boat. And then people
you
look at
know,
me and are just like, oh my God, he's actually fucked. And the answer
you
is
know.
yes,
Yes,
I am
yes,
fucked.
absolutely. It is so weird with me, right? Is I can be like so not autistic at some points.
Yeah,
Let's say it like that. Although it's like such dumb language that I
yeah.
don't know any
You
better
can
language.
seem
Forgive
so
me. Forgive
neurotypical.
me. I can seem so neurotypical at times.
There we go.
And then I will go to work and something will stress me out at work,
Yep.
and I swear to God they are looking at me like I'm level 3.
Oh my God, yes.
Because I fucking am right at that moment.
Yeah,
Because I can't
yeah.
even function. How do I press the
Oh,
keys on a
and,
keyboard? I
and,
suddenly shut down to the point where I actually can't function, and I go full and
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's like, oh God,
The big
oh
thing,
God.
the big thing with it is
Mm,
when the scripts go. So for anyone who's
mm.
watching
Yes, the scripts.
anyone who's watching who is in the
Oh,
autism boat, so you'll know about, and whether you know this way of explaining it or not, but I'll explain it this way
mm,
anyway. When you're full blown autismo, what we end up doing is we end up having to create our own understanding of conversational syntax. And so it's like
mm,
there's little algebra calculations that if y equals x, then b equals a, and so creating these little syntax structures where someone will say a certain thing, and it's only natural that you'll then pick apart a series of scripts within a certain bucket that match and mate up with the things that have been said, assuming that there was nothing said prior to that thing that that person said, or if there was, or if the environment would lend what they're saying to be something that is not exactly what they mean. And so it comes down to conversational syntax. And the conversational syntax is all about accessing and drawing from a list of scripts that we have to learn ourselves. We have to create these, actually.
mm.
It's not about us learning it. It's actually about us creating it, us picking apart what someone
And
else says, and then we
yeah,
rewrite it from scratch and then save that somewhere in our brain. And
we're just
then,
going. We're just going the long way around. Really,
yeah,
that's all
because we
that's
don't have a
happening.
choice. Because we don't have a
Yeah.
choice.
We don't
And
have a choice, but we're
yeah,
just going the long way around. Everyone else has this as well.
yeah,
It's just that
that
they
was
had it
pre-installed. Yeah,
quicker.
yeah,
Yeah. It was
yeah.
pre-installed,
The
and we had to
syntax
get
was
it as a
pre-installed.
DLC. We had to pay
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This. Oh yeah, we had to pay for it for sure. The syntax was
Mm.
pre-installed. The scripts were learned because the syntax was pre-installed. But for us, we have to generate a syntax that works and interfaces with the world that's around us. And then we'll have people who don't match the syntax. And this is really fascinating for me because I
Mm.
remember back when I was a little girl, I would get dropped off and picked up from work by a whole bunch of different people. And one person was actually really wanted to chat and just, be a kind and generous and nice person. But I was terrified of being picked up and dropped off by this person because everything he said and did and behaved did not match any of my understanding of conversational syntax whatsoever. So I could not calculate how the things that he was saying could even garner any possible response of my scripts of conversation because it wasn't about anything that I was genuinely interested in. He wasn't talking about trains or cameras. He wasn't talking about computers or skateboards, right? He was talking about a general conversation, things that everyone else talks about, but in a different and unique way, which blew my brain to smithereens. But yeah, you get people in that have been blessed with gran autismo, and I say the word blessed because Scott Morrison believes that it's not being blessed, but we, on the other hand, believe that you are blessed to have autismo. It is a gift, and a one that you need not take lightly. But
Oh yeah, didn't Scott Morrison say at one point that he says that he's blessed
yeah,
to not
to not,
have
yeah,
children that
yep,
are fill in the blank?
yep, 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 yep. It was pretty
What?
bad. It was pretty
That's
bad.
our prime minister, man. He needs help. Send
Yeah.
help to Mr. Scott Morrison.
No, but he
Don't,
believes he
please do
does.
not send donations of money. Only send psychologists as an army of psychologists.
And
He needs the
psychologists
help.
and not chaplains. Okay, psychologists and not chaplains. He wanted to put chaplains in schools, man. Chaplain for every school.
Oh,
And it's like, no, schools need psychologists. Because if they send chaplains in,
counselors. Yeah, for
counselors
sure.
or psychologists, either or, doesn't matter. But not chaplains. No
Balls,
offense to
yummy.
chaplains, but you get
I can't disagree with yummy balls.
oh
I don't
god.
know about Voksy over here, but I will contest to that one.
You make me want to neck myself. Anyway, moving on. So, so yeah, it's these scripts that we had to learn, and going back to what we sort of brought on this topic before, which is when you're tired or you're fatigued, you're bringing upon this aggressive form of ASD that you did not have a moment ago, but all of a sudden, all the ability to process in real time the calculations of conversational syntax being received and then being sent out by you drops, which means that your access to the scripts have been dropped. But that's to say that you could even do anything with access to the scripts, but you can't because you're fatigued. And so then you just become extra autismo. And as a result, basically someone goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, what's how have you been going with work today? Do you have any plans for the weekend?" And you're like, "Oh," and it's just like, "Oh no, we've broken him. He's fucked." Um,
Well, consequently,
yes,
in the last few days,
yes.
I've had a lot less sleep than I'm used to. And so I've had to work quite a lot harder mentally just to staying present isn't the right word. I would say just to remember what it is to be me at this time. Because I want a nap. you know,
He wants
and
a nap.
I want a nap at
He
all
wants a nap.
times.
He wants a
You
nap
know,
at all times,
I
people.
I I wake up in the morning and I feel like I need a nap. I wake up in the evening and I feel like I need a nap. No, I don't wake up in the evening.
There's a song about this,
Strike
by the
that.
way.
Reverse it.
Yeah.
I just need a nap at all times.
Yes.
Um, and it's really weird. No, as you said, like there's this like, oh, how would I say it? There's this when you have this issue, right, of non-neurotypicalcy, you have this up, and you have like when you're in the up position, you're having a good time, and you're not having much issue engaging with other people, etcetera, etcetera.
Yeah.
And you have your down periods where everything is just so much more hard work. And you just have to put so much more effort into it. And oh my goodness, do you have to put effort into it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it is so difficult and fatiguing being the big autismo. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But
Yes.
we do it because we know that we're here to provide value onto the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
See,
That's the only
personally,
reason.
I provide value by using the Australian people's taxpayer dollars to recirculate within the economy. That's really the only value that I add now. I wish it was not the case. But you give me no choice. Dab. Dab. Very good. I thought that was pretty good. Let's bring it back full circle. Yeah. I'm proud of my efforts. I really am. What?
So
Yes.
for the last week, I had been excited about and thinking about this stream, right?
Yes.
And I'd been thinking about how I might bring up different ideas.
Yes.
One of the ideas was something similar to what had been said in the last live stream we did,
Yes.
which was something along the lines of it touched on the idea of manipulation and control and all that sort of thing.
Yep.
And it's all very tricky, right? It's all gross. No one likes it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yes.
I don't know. But there is the point, obviously, that when we're trying to win over somebody, whether it be our boss to get a promotion or whatever else, man, we're just trying to win someone over, and it's manipulative.
Oh, yes. I remember what you're referring to now. Yes.
Yeah.
He watched my live stream of me playing Truck Simulator before.
I didn't.
He did. You didn't. The source did.
The source did?
Yeah, the source. The one who commented on what you're talking about.
Ah, really?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse, goodbye. Goodbye, Jesse. I'm going to head off
that's right.
now.
Yeah, because of the steam rail thing. Yes. All good, my friend. Thank you very much for joining in.
Enjoy the southern aurora.
Yes. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
He got to check out the Tates
I wish
today.
I could be there with you.
He got to check out the Tates today, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just a shame how expensive it was, but I mean, that's okay. I know that for next time. I was just hopeful that there was like an all-day ticket, and there was not. And so if you wanted to do the whole day, it was like going to be like $500 or $400 or something for 2 people.
Yeah, it's so weird that there's no all-day ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, well, whatever.
Whatever. Anyway.
Yep.
Enjoy. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Yes.
Evan.
Yes.
Yes.
As you were saying.
I've also been in time for this entire stream. Surprise! It's Sauce's back again.
Why does he do this?
He's here to ruin us all.
I've been writing notes. That's great. You saucy bitch.
No,
I love that. That is so appropriate.
It's so appropriate.
Oh dear.
Oh god, it's like it's so Dark Knight level stuff.
Yeah. Man.
No, but no, I was thinking, ignoring this thing here on my screen.
Yep.
No, I was thinking about maybe making this stream about well, after the last trauma session, I was sort of thinking about making it about me, but honestly, that it doesn't seem interesting enough, you know.
What? Make a stream about you?
Yeah, because I mean, housemate is a bit of a terrorist. I sit there and be like, you don't get to be a terrorist. And then it turns out housemate isn't able to stay.
No, but
it's not the most interesting thing.
Why is that not interesting? Because I mean, people have listened to my PTSD story. What your story is your story is actually the possibility for someone who was in your shoes to get post-traumatic stress disorder, right? It's still an incident that occurred. It has still got the ability to release a massive mishmash of chemicals in the brain of the person receiving the information, and to put them into a state where their body perceives themselves to be in an immediate form of danger, which their brain then goes, I don't know whether to fight it, to flee from it, or to run or to hide from it, you know. And so because that's when you get that PTSD, is from being in that moment where you know have
you can never answer the question. Yeah, you can never answer that question.
Yeah.
That question can only be answered by properly, fully understanding the situation.
Yes.
Like, long story short, for the 5 people that are watching at the moment, yesterday,
yes,
I had one of my housemates, and they came through and started accusing my brother, who I was with at the time, of doing things of a less than honorable nature, let's say.
Yeah.
From the way that he said it, I already knew what was happening. He was trying to start a fight. He was bored. Yeah. He wanted to have some fun. Now, I've been through enough to know exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
And as he came back in and things started to progress and go in a different direction, what have you, I began to yell, right? And generally speaking, most people think that yelling or things of that aggressive nature are not to be tolerated and not good. Well, that's a good general rule, and for the most part, I would agree with you. Don't yell at your fellow mates, right? Don't yell at friends.
Unless they're not your friends or mates.
Unless they're not your friends or mates. I was yelling for 2 reasons. The first reason was this person was attacking my brother. And there was a protective instinct that was kicking in. The second reason is there were other housemates in another room. And I needed to get their attention to come out and be present. Because the more witnesses you have, the harder it is to say that something different happened, right? And so that was kind of fun and kind of drama, you know. So once they had come out and me and angry housemate were yelling at each other, basically just banding back and forth. Him trying to accuse me or my brother or whoever have you of doing bad deeds, and me coming back and saying, well, I have already told you how I answered your last question, and that was that I didn't do even close to what you suggested. And that can be proven in these ways. Something like that. Which obviously only makes him more upset and annoyed. You know. It was a lot for me because I don't have to go through that anymore. It's the first time I've had to go through something like that in quite a few years, and it was really a lot. I just I was hopeful that I wouldn't have to anymore.
That you wouldn't have to be put in that situation, you mean?
Yeah. That I had cut out all the people in my life who were that type.
No, but Daniel, no.
I could just no, I was just hopeful. I don't mean like intelligently thinking that this wouldn't happen again. I just mean I was hopeful that I could just be myself, and that I would like it. I know that it's naive. I know.
Yeah.
Like I know. But there was the hope in there. Like, there was that little shred of hope that, like, the household that I am in, at least.
Well, no, but that was what I was just about to add, right? Is that hopeful, yes, but I know for a fact that you know within yourself that you had done everything to remove bad people from your world, and you succeeded with that. However, that does not give you blanket immunity for when you get out of your house, hop into a bus, and then get driven to the train station, and are then on a train with other people, and then you get out of the train and walk, and you're surrounded by other people.
Out of my home. out of my home.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, is the train in that moment is your home, because every morning that is your home. That is your safe place that transports you from home to work. Just as your home at the moment is a share home. You don't get to be the one that vets the people coming in and going out. That is not within your control. It is not within your scope of ever being able to control that until you have a mortgage with your brother. And then you're in a position to vet who it is that is welcome into your humble abode and who is not. And then if your brother brings someone in who is not particularly up to your standards, that is up to you to be able to enforce your due right and due a duty of care for both of you and for the household. Exactly. Very unlikely. But regardless, unlikely or not, you know that there's still the potential for that to be a thing. You know that there is still the potential for that
potentially, I mean, it's theoretically possible. So
Yeah.
It's weird though, because your home and coming out of your home and going onto public transport are two very different things.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought that up, Daniel, is because your home is a share home, and in a way that makes it a bus, and but a bus shelter, and you don't get to decide who takes refuge in the bus shelter to an extent. You have a level of control, but you don't have full control. As you know, because this happened.
Yes, as I know, because it's happened. But for the last 2 year,s it has been the same people.
Yes, and which you had no control over.
I had no control over it, but it has been consistent.
That's good. And
I've been really, really enjoying the consistency of the last 2 years. And it's been really pleasant.
Yeah, and it's good to celebrate that, assuming that there's no risk of complacency that comes with that, because in the Buddhist philosophy, nothing is permanent.
Yeah, but in that philosophy, that is literally the complacency of lack of permanence.
Oh no, you can fight for permanence, but you need to accept that nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent, but make effort to do good. Nothing is permanent, but make considerable effort to maintain what is good, right? It's not to say that nothing is permanent, so I'm going to set fire to a building.
No,
right?
It's just because to say that nothing is permanent, therefore, when things don't, when
things turn out not to be permanent, then we know that we were already off to a good start. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from. It's not as a blanket excuse of recklessness. It is totally the philosophy of.
I like the Buddhist philosophy. I'm very keen on the Buddhist philosophy. It's basically the idea of don't get attached. Don't get attached. It's not going to end well.
Yeah, which is terrible for me, because I'm so attached to my fluffy rat.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's like,
and I know it.
Don't get attached, because it's going to get pills.
Oh,
you know, those the pilly bits.
So he's already got that on his schnoz. It makes me feel so bad.
And it's gonna get like other things and like the knots and whatever have you, and it's just that idea of things are going to go awry.
Yes.
Things are going to go horribly.
Yes.
And that's just how it goes.
Yes.
Might as well make the best of it while you can.
100%.
And I can 2000% get on board with that type of thinking.
Yep.
I'm like, yep, things are going to go badly. That's okay. Accept it. It's fine. don't worry about it. Worry about it to an extent, but you know, take it easy.
Yeah.
You know, don't go full all out and try to protect yourself too much. Don't go all out and try to protect your things too much. And don't go all out. Definitely don't go all out and think the future is going to be what you think it's going to be.
Or go out and think that the future is going to be exactly what you think is going to be and see what happens, and then get depressed
with no assumption that it is actually going to go that way.
Yeah.
Keep making plans.
No. With full assumption that it's going to go that way. Experiment with.
That sounds like suffering.
Yeah. Experiment with expectation. It's this lovely thing, and if you expect things, you're definitely not opening yourself up to the ability to feel disappointment. 100%, guaranteed. Just also as a side note, that it's very important to never take medical or psychological advice from some dude in a talking fox costume.
Or a weird kid in a secret lab chair.
I also have a hair in my mouth. Woe is me.
I see a psychologist myself. Woe is me.
That's better.
Speaking of I see a psychologist myself.
Yes. What? Sound like one of those bomb siren alert warning things. We've got those in Melbourne now.
Do they really?
Yeah. It's actually for terrorism. Yeah, we've got terrorism alarms. Yeah. Because
you stopped me from drinking my wine. That is ridiculous. You can't be serious.
No, serious, man. I'll find you a video of them testing it. It's because of the Burke Street massacre.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Yeah, serious. Serious.
That was such a bullshit thing.
Yeah, but heaps of people died. So, and like, let's be honest though, there's nothing bad about the idea. I mean, you know, we're going to need an alarm system eventually anyway, so.
An alarm system? We already have an alarm system. It's called an alarm.
No, we didn't have an alarm. Now we do.
Oh, okay. We didn't have a generic bomb alarm system.
Correct. And now we've got one throughout Melbourne.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently.
We didn't have one.
Apparently.
So after Gallipoli, we were like, yeah, it's so good, don't worry about it.
Let's get complacent, man. We're fine. We're good to go. And then we did, and then Burke Street happened.
You can't be serious.
Like,
Are you serious?
We should fix that.
It's like 100 years ago we failed already.
Research it up. It's up to you. But now you know what to look up, so you're welcome.
I will look this one up because
Go for it.
The idea that Australia is just chilling with no proper alarm system.
Yeah, man.
That gets me.
We've got radios.
No, that doesn't count.
Apparently it does. And it's like, who listens to the radio now? It's like, have you not heard of Apple Music and Spotify, you idiots?
At least everyone in a four-wheel drive will know what's happening.
Oh, yeah, man. But I think that's the thing, though. Is that they possibly have it that... I would imagine they would have it that if something bad happened, all the phones would ring at the same time and receive the exact same audio broadcast at the same time, I would imagine. And
honestly, I think that's giving the government too much respect.
Well, possibly. I don't know, right? I don't know. You'd need to look at how they did it in Hawaii with that accidental, impending nuclear blast.
No, Hawaii is another country. Like, other countries already have ways of doing Mikey and public transport, and we were like, fuck it, we'll make our own.
Yeah, man.
Like, we don't
and
give
we
a
succeeded.
Shit.
Look at us. We succeeded.
It took quite a while. We brought it out, and then even after we brought it out, it took a while for it to be like an instant transactions. So that instead of like
Oh my
Someone
god.
got their card,
Oh my
went up to
god.
the machine and started rubbing it up against the machine
Yeah, man. Oh my god.
like they're trying to mate with it.
Well, I was.
Were
Well, back then. I don't now. I've matured.
like
What?
now it's awesome. It's like done. But at the start, people had a card
Yes.
that you had to put up against the machine.
Yes.
And it took a few seconds, but if you just left it there and waited, it would go bit up in a predictable amount of time.
Yep.
But what people would do is they'd rub it against the machine for some reason.
Yeah, because if you rub it, it generates static electricity in their head. That's a bit rubbish. I'd rub it like they're rubbing themselves with lemons in the shower, you know? It's just like, oh yes, this is good, this is sensual activity. It's like, no, it does not want that. You did not ask it for consent, you just did it anyway. How do you think the My Key card feels? No wonder it doesn't work anymore, it's too scared to speak up.
Oh my god. Oh god.
And just like that, Voksy's channel has been banned from the internet.
You should repost this later saying,
oh my goodness.
and this is how Voksy got banned from
This is how Voksy
YouTube.
got banned from YouTube. Yeah, that's it. And that's on Vimeo. I upload that on Vimeo.
YouTube. No, you upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, on your YouTube. On your YouTube. You just pick up all the content and slap it over to yours, except for this video.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I love it.
Anyway,
That's great.
I will be back
Go for
in
it.
about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, I see how it is. Are you going to mute your audio?
Actually, this time I will.
All right. In that case, it's guitar time, I guess.
No.
So that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, cool.
Very good. I forgot how to play that halfway through because I'm an idiot. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, yes. So while Daniel is away and while I am an idiot and am too exhausted to think of any fun philosophical things to talk about or fun anything to talk about, it just sort of makes sense to play guitar because it's sort of like when a plane is unable to do anything when it is to arrive at the airport and there's just too much going on. It just goes into a holding pattern. And I do that except with my brain. And that's where the guitar comes into play. So... Very good. I am so open for suggestions, by the way. If you all can come up with like song ideas for me to play when Daniel disappears like he does, that'd be nice, because then I wouldn't play the same things over and over again all the time. Because yeah. Yeah. Please give me some song suggestions. I really need them. Oh dear. What songs have you been working on? Oh, that is a magnificent question. So there was one song that I uploaded on this channel, and I was so the Nikku and myself, we had done a live stream, and throughout the end of that live stream, I was hearing this song in my head, and I couldn't get the song out of my head, and so naturally I was still wearing Voksy, and I thought, well, stuff it. I'll grab the camera and I'll record this song. And I can't even remember how it goes. I've got a recording of it. I remember that it was like... It was something like that. And as I say, I was hearing it over and over and over in my head. Anyway, so I played it and I recorded it and I uploaded it. And what I did not expect was my psychologist was watching all of my videos. And so sure enough, we were talking the next therapy session, and he's like, you know, those videos on YouTube, I hope you don't mind that I've been watching them. And I said, nah, look, don't worry. They're all on public domain, so if you want to watch them, you can watch them. And he said, yeah, look, I've only got one criticism. And he said, I need to see more guitar. And so it's like, okay, I can give you more guitar playing Fox, no worries. So yeah, I've now have to make a whole separate bit of content around the Fox playing guitar, and I'll do that eventually. And it definitely won't be those typical terrible guitar songs that you always hear over and over again, such as the dreaded. Yeah. I'm also learning fingerstyle. I've never really done fingerstyle before. Well, the quality is quite good, so I'm sure the music will be enjoyable. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That warms my heart reading that, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I'm slowly learning how to play, and eventually I'll, play something that's actually enjoyable to listen to. Yeah, that was my dad's favorite song back when he was alive, and so I really want to play that song just to sort of be a bit of a tribute to him. He actually died, I think it was 7 years ago. He died, like a couple of days ago, or it was yesterday. I can't remember how long it's been. What day is it today? 23. No, it would have been 7 years ago as of yesterday he died. So yeah, bit of an upsetting day, but that was his favorite song, was that.
I've been given some news. As I've been closed off in my room and making stream happen, I've been given some
By
news.
the way, Monsieur Daniel, I cannot hear you on your telephone. Yep. So if you're speaking, I cannot hear you. I'm sorry.
I'm sure everyone else can hear me, but I'm gonna go find my other headphone so that we can all be heard. Who uno momento. Hello, can you hear me? I hope you can hear me.
Now I can hear you.
That's better.
Chat can hear. Excellent. Yeah, so the reason why I couldn't hear is because I actually have AirPods in, and so that's how we're communicating, but that is muted and it's actually not going through Discord, but going through a separate thing because computers are terrible and I am a fox. I do not look like something that is able to operate a computer, even though I have human hands at the moment. Such is life. It is a lie. It is an illusion.
It is all an illusion.
All an illusion.
So, I have been updated recently.
Oh, good.
As I
Been
put things
updated.
in my bin.
So there was
someone
news
who's
which they were
supposed to
given.
be-
Oh, thank you for that, my saucy friend. So what
Hello,
news were
saucy.
you given?
Whew.
I need more wine for this, I believe.
I believe you do.
Oh, excellent.
So,
Oh no, my earpod fell out. Ooh,
oh
it's a
no.
fox. Oi, very pretty. Hey. All right, continue. Sorry.
So, not only did I recently have last night a issue with the housemate that we have,
Yep.
but during the time that we've made this live stream and I've had my door locked and I've just been in my room,
Mm-hmm.
there has been a random old individual who just saw fit
Oh no.
to not only enter our house,
Oh no.
but go into Andrew's room, my brother, who also lives with me.
That's illegal.
So he just went into the house.
That's
and
illegal. That's
Not
double
only
illegal.
open the front door, but then go through the front door and then see a house, see a room adjacent to that door, and say, "Okay, well, I'm just going to open this door as well. Why not?"
Yes.
And so he did that,
Wow.
and Andrew's sort of just like, "What the fuck?" And then
Wow,
he
man.
was like, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to disturb you."
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I was just wanting to go about my day, opening doors and moving laterally. And I intended to move as laterally as was humanely possible within the space of tonight.
Jesus Christ.
You just
What the
wait.
hell?
You just wait till I start moving vertically. That comes tomorrow morning at the stroke of midnight.
So
Oh no, that just happened.
That just happened.
Oh dear.
So
Why does he? Oh, that's not. Do I know this person? Is this old mate?
this is an old mate that thought that
No!
you owned the house.
No, not him.
Yeah, he's the same one
Not
that thought you owned
him!
the house. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's
So-
just so weird.
He's so weird.
Oh.
So at one point, Voksy in the flesh came
Yes.
to our house and played some beautiful, absolutely beautiful guitar and pleased everyone that was in the vicinity. Even our neighbors came over and said, this electric guitar that happened here was so beautiful. Please do that more often. And I only wish that I could say that I could, but unfortunately I do not have the skill.
Or the guitar. It comes down to
or
the
the-
guitar.
or
It comes
the
down to the
guitar
guitar. It really
to
does.
be able to do it. So
Yeah.
that was a thing. But there was this old dude that came around, and he was sort of dodgy as hell. And
He was so lovely.
oh, he was so lovely at first. They all are,
Yeah.
aren't they? And then he came in later when his friend was quite obviously gone because his car was missing. And he asked for his friend. And I sort of said, well, he's not here. And he sort of said, well, I'm pretty pissed off by that. I said I didn't care. And he said he's going to key the car of the owner of the house. And Mr. Voksy is quite obviously the owner of the house because
Yeah,
he's
look
so
at me.
successful looking.
I'm the most successful looking degenerate you could ever imagine. I was, for the record, for those trying to piece together a puzzle, I had a very nice check shirt on. Right, It looks like the sort of shirt that my opa would wear because it's tucked into brown, boring beige chinos and leather dress shoes. And outside the front of this house is this deceptively rich-looking car. Used to be $200,000 when it was new. Now you can pick one up. You know, the cheapest you can find one is $8,000. The most expensive one you can find is $24,000. Right, big range,
Yeah.
right? But you can still get one for like $7,000-8,000. So only the price of an animal costume. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's basically nothing now at this point.
unfortunately, it's basically nothing. But so anyway, so that's what gave this person the perception that, well, clearly I'm the owner of the house. There's me, who's the owner of the house, coming to the constituents of the house with a fucking electric guitar, having a jam session, and in his brain that met. And that met so congruously. And it's like, holy fuck, what sort of puzzle are you neurologically? What puzzle pieces exist in your brain? It's not Lego up there, man. You've got fucking, I don't even know what. What's the cheaper version of Lego?
Roblox.
He's got Roblox for
You
his
just do it
brain.
all online at this point.
Oof. I love it.
You can't afford to do it in real life, so you just do it online.
Oh man.
He's pretty cooked. He's pretty cooked.
So he came over, and what did he say? What did he do? Was he aggressive?
He wasn't aggressive, but he just sort of walked
But he
into
did
my brother's
enter
room.
without any permission into the house.
At all. Nothing.
At all.
Nothing.
Far out.
That's perfectly fine for him. And he's like, yeah, I'm just going to walk in here and walk into the first room I see.
I love his enthusiasm, and I wish I had that going for me. I sort of
Yeah.
do, I suppose, but I also have character in the way that I go about my lack of will to live. It's like, I don't have a will to live. Duplo! Oh, thank you! Duplo! Oh my goodness! Someone has been paying attention and someone knows. Thank you, Duplo. Duplo brain. He's got Duplo brain.
Duplo brain.
He's got Duplo brain. Duplo's the cheaper version of Lego.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a big. Oh, Google it. Google it.
I will.
If it doesn't come up correctly, search Duplo Lego and you'll you'll see it. Thank you for that, Stuffy Wolf. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, this person's a very interesting character, to say the least.
Oh, it's the big blocks version of it.
Yeah, man, that's it. And that's why it's so special, because you can't miss the pieces going together, which is like his brain, because he needs giga big to put them together, because you can't. You can't put them together. He's just like... trying to put them together. For the record, I just wish that we had a picture of his face that we could put on the stream to just say, well, this is what we are talking about, this thing. But I don't have that luxury.
I wish we had a picture of it.
But he's he was a questionable figure. And just, I mean, anyone who insists in keying the homeowner's car, it's like, mate, not only am I the furthest thing from the homeowner, because I myself, have had my brush with homelessness recently, for fuck's sake. But it's like, regardless of the humble beginnings that I come from, why would you insist that it is acceptable to grab anyone else's property, no matter what the property is, no matter how they came about that property, right? Unless it was from stealing that property, in which case, but even then, it's like, well, why would you key it? Because then it's not even their property that you're keying. It's the person that they stole it from that you're keying, right? That doesn't make any sense. No, it's just those base 10 wooden blocks. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for joining the stream, and we are very sorry for your room being raided. But we were just discussing that. And we were just discussing the Duplo brain individual. Oh dear. That's excellent.
The ones
so good.
That don't stick together, but somehow you make a shaky building.
Fuck. You're on private property. God. Fuck. That's just all that comes to mind, is that, actually. Oh, that's so true. Daniel.
Blocks.
Nah, yeah. that video of that guy that goes, you're on private property. Fuck.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's so good.
So good.
Okay.
It's pretty high quality. I mean...
Yeah, dude. Oh, dear.
Whatever possesses a person to say, okay, look, not only is this not my house, but, I'm good enough to be able to walk into it.
Yes. And walk in he did.
I know for a fact that there is multiple people living in this house.
Yes.
But I'm going to walk into this house anyway.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to walk into the first random room I see.
Yes.
That's got nothing to do with anything I know.
It's a mystery.
And it's like, my guy, you failed on several accounts right now.
Oh, dude. You know, he's the sort of person that you expect to see in the staff room of, like, Target, and he doesn't work there.
Yeah.
It's like, how did you get here? And he's like, you're the homeowner. And it's like, this isn't a home. You're in Target.
Target. You can't fool me. I know you're the owner.
Yes, that's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what he said. That's actually what he said.
Oh, fuck's sake. It's heartwarming remembering this. It was a good day. I was so... if there's anyone who zaps the energy out of me and turns me back into full autismo, it's people like that, because my brain just goes, you require processing power. Your existence sucks processing power.
Yes. And it's amazing. Like, at that point, it's better to be autistic.
Oh my God. What your brother just said? What your brother just said? Sorry, thought it was the front door.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thought it was the front door. No, the front door was at the fucking front. And you walked through it. And then went to the left. And then opened another door that was completely separate
I love
to the
it.
front door.
I love it, man.
Oh my God.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh,
Cooked.
man.
Cooked. Like,
Yes.
so cooked. What am I living in?
He's such a good guy, though.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. He's just like, he's what you imagine the embodiment of a good person to be, except as a bogan. I'd do anything to help you. I'm gonna key your car. You're a fuckhead. What?
That's an entire spectrum in one go. Thank you very much for confusing me.
The sentence didn't end. That was congruent. There was not even a comma. Oh man. Fuck, he is absolutely blind. Like, fucking actual...
Oh, by
like,
the way,
blind brain dead.
you got any diaries?
Oh,
Now
yeah,
that I'm
mate.
in your room, do you have any diaries?
That's so true, though. No, just here to look for diaries, mate. You got any diaries? I want diaries, mate.
Imagine just chilling in your bedroom and someone just fucking walks in.
Yeah,
and it's
man.
like, oh, you got any diaries?
No, but they don't even ask. They just start opening drawers. And they go, I just need a diary.
More diaries.
Oh my God. For anyone who's tuning in overseas, a diary is a cigarette, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Is a cigarette, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where a diary came from. Is that similar to a dowry?
Don't know.
What is a dowry?
It's very Australian.
It's very Aussie.
And yeah, just the thought of just
Oh my
chilling in
goodness.
the bedroom
Yeah, man.
and some fucking random kid comes into your room,
Some random, like,
opens the door.
50-year-old kid. Because isn't he like in his... Is he 40s, 50s? How old is he?
60s, 80s.
Actually?
Fucking pick one. Like, he's definitely past 50s.
You reckon he's past 50s?
He's 100% past 50s. And some random 100% past 50s opens your door. And it's just like, you got any diaries, mate?
It's really
and
bad.
you're just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing in my room?
Yes.
Why are you in my room?
It's so
This is
good.
my room!
The
And it's
rage
just like,
is beautiful.
I thought you'd have some diaries, mate. This is my room! Fuck off! And you're just like, and they're just sitting there.
Oh my God.
I thought you'd have a couple of stories you wouldn't mind sharing.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. And he's like, "Nah, but you got plenty." And it's just like, I just bought that. I just bought that today. Of course, I've got plenty. I haven't gone through all fucking 20 in a day. And I go, "Nah, but you got heaps. I don't get why you don't want to share." And it's just like,
Oh god. Oh god.
I hate Australia. What a shit place. Oh, calm down. I thought it was the front door, but do you have any diaries? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, I need a neck.
Oh my god.
I need a neck.
How is that an occurrence, right? How is that an experience that has been had? I didn't have it. Someone else had it.
Yeah, man.
In my house.
Yeah.
Someone just walks into your room randomly.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with anyone else who was in the house and or awake.
Yes.
And they're just, oh, hey, I thought this was the front door. You got any durries?
Do you want to invite him back? Bring him to the stream. Bring him to the stream. Can you imagine that?
That interview would go well.
Oh my goodness. That interview
I don't imagine it going well.
That would be so bad because it's like you'd ask a question and he'd answer it with a question you didn't ask.
Yeah.
But not one that's related in any way to a topic of anything. It's just like, today's been a good day. No, I asked you about how you got here. The beach is my favourite place to go to. It's like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Please invite him. Please invite him.
Can't do it. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine doing... Oh, that's so cute because that's the old term. So the old term for it was called Vox Pops. Vox Pops. And it used to be... That was the term given to being on the street with a microphone and asking questions to people.
Oh, right? Really?
Yeah, that was the term in the industry as Vox Pops. And and because it's like Vox, like Voksy, which is very cute. But could you imagine us doing that, like filming me going around interviewing people like that, and then they're just like actually fucking cooked?
Yeah.
God, that'd suck. That'd be so good. We should do that. We should do that.
Oh, we should so do that.
I actually would be death by meth head. Apple sauce. Oh, good.
Yeah, that's about what they would give us as well.
Yes, that is what they would give us, except like produced by themselves.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you some applesauce.
Yeah, it's not the it's not the sanitary applesauce. It's not the applesauce that you want in life.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is the counterintuitive applesauce.
But this is the same apple a day that keeps the doctor away, because the doctor don't want to go near that shit. Like they're done. No. They don't get paid enough. Like they already know that you are not a client that they wish to have in their office, because they could easily have the office filled with any other client but them. So yeah. That's basically it.
That's basically it.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. I look forward to when he comes back, and it will be a pleasant time. It's a shame that hey, when you have that other webcam going, that's only available wired, isn't it? That's not wireless.
I mean, it's wired, yeah, but like I can move it if it need be. Like
I know, but what but what I'm saying is, like, if it would be cool if it could actually be fully wireless, so that you could actually grab it and then bring it to old mate, and like you're holding a phone, you know, and then old mate all of a sudden is you know, fucking, you're able to just like follow him around, watching him like sort out through all of your personal effects, trying to find diaries. Yeah.
I see that you've entered our house.
Yes.
Please explain how you entered.
Yes.
And I just had this weird looking
Through the
webcam
door,
thing
you
with an
idiot.
orange light.
That's nice. Through the door that who opened? I did. Okay.
Wow.
God. As how he would answer it too, I already know it. I can already like just visualize his thought processing happening in front of our eyes. And just that basic Roblox cognition. That basic fucking Duplo cognition. You know? Oh, these blocks fit together and they're the same colour. I like blue. And it's like, that's nice.
It's really scary, actually. Like, the whole thing is just terrifying.
Yeah.
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 Terrifying individual.
Man, that is excellent. Well, it definitely fits into that topic of the video, which is you give me no choice, and it's you give me no choice but to actually kick you up the rear, you know.
Yeah.
Because
you
know everything
give me no
did,
choice. He gave us no choice, and apparently Andrew is very good about it.
Yeah, because Andrew was given no choice, right? Because he was already in the room.
He's so good. Like, he was absolutely given no fucking choice.
Yes.
Because he's like, hello, let me just walk into your bedroom.
Yes.
And, hello, I thought this was the front door. Got any durries? And Andrew's like, what? The fuck is this? And he's just actually way cooler about it than I would be.
I love it.
Because I would actually do that.
I love it.
I would turn into a retarded turkey.
Thank you for watching, our favorite saucy friend. Really appreciate you secretly spying from a distance, and we had no idea the whole time. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
We love it when
Thank
you contribute, but it's even more like questionable when you're not participating because we just have no idea, and it was good.
Because we quite enjoy your company.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes. Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah, man. So where to from here for you? What happens tonight for you?
For me?
Yes.
In absolute and total honesty, it is bordering on 12 o'clock.
Yes.
And I have all of the promise that comes with a locked door.
Yes.
A well thought out room.
Yes.
And just a very good night's sleep.
Yes.
Which I'm sure sources can attest to right now.
Ah, Fox's Gaming. Hello, hello, hello. Fox Fox Gaming was in the stream when I was doing Truck Sim earlier today. Yes. Sense a lot of judgment from you, but that's okay. Anyway, but no, it was really good.
Yeah, good. You should send a lot of judgment.
We had a really good time, though. It was a really good time.
You know that trucks don't move correctly, right?
Regardless of how correctly or incorrectly they move, they do move.
They do move.
Yes.
But good golly.
Well, good golly.
The way that they move.
Yeah, good golly as much as you want, but I'd rather be double. I'd rather be double, and I dabbed so hard with my B double.
Hello. So. Hello. I just saw your message, and hello. Oh my goodness. The way that trucks move scares the hell out of me.
Yeah, man. B double was fun, because like that's like 2 times the articulation. Yeah. Sorry, it's not 2 times the articulation. It's 1 extra point of articulation, and so every time you're reversing, your brain melts. It's not as bad as a high capacity trailer because that's like 3 points of articulation. Sorry, 1, 2, yeah, no, 1, 2. No, 3 parts of articulation. Yep. Anyway, yeah, and you can't reverse them. I am certain that you cannot reverse a trailer that has a dolly in the back. But yeah.
Well, my uncle could.
Oh, the trucks wobble. The trucks wobble. See, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, no, the trucks do wobble.
Yeah.
But the thing is my uncle could do it.
Well, he could do B double, I'm sure, but I would like to know if you showed him a HCT. So HTCs are not very common. Like they're really not common. And HCTs is my understanding that you cannot at all reverse a HCT. But a B double, you can reverse a B double, and it is hard. It is very hard. But those who are
I do
pros,
know that he had when he did his test.
Yep.
My uncle, all I know is like he is a humble man.
Yep.
And being a humble man, he bragged in a way that was very humble.
Yep.
And he basically said that when he did his test, when he had like his multiple trailers at the back to do his test to be able to drive trucks with multiple trailers.
Did you get a road train license?
He didn't check. Because you gotta park and reverse in this way where you have your you got this 90-degree angle thing happening.
Yep.
Right. I don't particularly know. I haven't done it, but it's just what he described, and what I understand is you got this like 90-degree angle thing happening.
Yep.
And he did that. But when you do the test, you gotta be within 30 centimeters.
Yes.
Which is a very small amount of space. It's about that big.
Yeah, especially for a truck.
Like, it's this big in real.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a car. Most people in a fucking car can't do that.
Correct, because I would fail them back when I was a Vic Roads tester, because they had to be within 30 centimeters from the curb. So.
Finish.
Yeah, apparently you're finished.
I'm finished as in I am finished.
That is right.
I'm not finished.
So if we are talking about the Finnish people, then we are talking about the weird Finnish accent.
Oh.
Yes.
If I brought that out, I'm just very pleased with myself because I did something that's not Australian. Anywho, he did that.
Yeah.
He did that test. And then he just decided, screw it. I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
And he passed. They were like, you sure you want to go out and check? It's perfectly fine if you want to go out and check your work. And he was like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah, just redo the test if it turned out to be wrong.
Yeah, it's something like that. He was just very confident in himself.
Yeah.
And somehow he managed to pass.
Yeah.
So good on him.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, man. I struggle with B doubles because like it's just, especially on truck sim when you're wearing Fox, you just can't see where the trailer actually is.
I'm pretty sure in real life no one can heckin' see where the trailer is in real life.
No, you've got a bit of judgment because you can move
not
your
within
eyes.
30 centimeters.
You'd be surprised. surprised depending on the
I would
maneuver.
apparently.
Depending on the maneuver that you need to do. 30
I'm
centimeters
talking
is...
about the.
Yeah,
I'm
30
talking
centimeters
about
is
the
very
30
close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole like
yeah,
being like a freaking pretzel
yes,
as a truck. You know,
yeah,
that whole one where you become a pretzel.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that maneuver.
Yeah,
That maneuver.
like reversing a B double into a pencil dock. I've seen people do that, and that is just
Mm,
ridiculous. Because that's sort of
mm.
like, well, let's just defy like the physics of nature and just do something that is not possible to do, and then they do it, and it's just like that's illegal, but they did it.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a bit perplexing, and so I'm not at that stage yet, as Foxo Gaming can attest to. Also,
Mm.
Vox sounds like Fox. Oh,
Usually how it goes.
Vox sounds like Fox, you mean? What do you mean? I think that's what he means. Because, yeah, Voxy does sound like Foxy. Because that never used to be the character's name. It used to be Vokka. Doesn't have a very good ring to it. And so then I just went with the...
Vodka.
Yeah, I just went with the nickname that everyone called Voxy, which sounded much cuter. And I thought, well, fuck it. I'm just going to change the name to Voxy because it does sound quite adorable. And so I did that.
Well,
And
Nikku doesn't have a nickname yet.
it can't.
Voksy. No, yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't reckon it can.
Nikku. I think already sounds kind of cute.
Sounds
Vodka.
gay.
Vodka sounds very vodka.
Yeah, vodka. Vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Which people will be like, oh, vodka,
Yeah.
vodka,
Yeah,
vodka,
and it doesn't... It
Voxy,
sounds quite aggressive, but Voxy sounds quite cute.
Voxy,
Yes, Voxy.
Oh,
Foxy.
hey, Voxy, how's it going, Voxy? Hi.
You
And
sound
all of
so
a
gay.
sudden, well, I'm very sorry if I made miscommunications to say that I was straight
Ah,
or gay.
ah,
Either.
ah.
Oh, suddenly Nick is my nickname. Oh, I don't mind Nick. Nick is fine.
Well, you don't have a choice.
I don't have a
Basically what he's
choice.
getting at. Yeah. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
but nah,
Nick is fine.
yeah,
I don't mind Nick.
yes,
Nick is cool.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I like Nick. Vodka is in my head now. In
My
Russia,
apologies.
vodka is head.
In Polish, voda is water. So, and vodka was invented in Poland. So I don't know where the K comes from. I don't know how that works, but yeah, it's voda. Voda is water, and vodka is the alcohol version of water, I
Good.
guess. So there you go. And speaking of which, for those in the stream who are of legal drinking age in your appropriate country, the best vodka to drink is Zubrovka. Zubrovka. And it's Zubrowka. That stuff is delightful. It has a bison grass stalk inside it, and so it's like a green hue vodka, and it's very beautiful to drink. So that stuff is that's what the Russians drink when they want to celebrate. So they certainly don't drink Stolichnaya or Ruski Standard, because both of those are definitely not Russian. They are just shit. Yeah, voda.
The
Da.
the delay in the stream that we're doing versus when the chats come through
Yes.
is definitely a thing
Yes.
that I'm gonna try to address at
Yes.
some point in future streams. I don't know how particularly I'm gonna go about it. I think I'm gonna have a call with you about it. Yeah, because there's many ways to address it, but
I mean, I can just change the button that says don't make it a high latency thing. So
yeah, but you generally have high latency already.
no, but I don't though. My latency is not bad, mate. My latency is
Oh, really?
22 milliseconds.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So it's not the latency that's the issue on my end. It's the latency on the streaming end, which has been the case in my old
Yeah.
house, and it's been the case where I live now.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, in YouTube there is a button.
Yep.
There is a button that says I am willing to sacrifice compression artifacts. Get some latency happening.
Yep.
Have you eaten water, then washed it down with steak? Look, I'm not gonna lie. That is not a uncommon thing to happen in my life. So what I will regularly do is inhale the steak and then look to the wine and say, "Hello, wine. There is water inside of you." And then devour the wine along with the steak, which has been inhaled. And so, yeah, I think that is quite a common occurrence for me, at least. I can't actually hear how beautiful Voksy's guitar is. I do know that is, in fact, the most beautiful thing that can just casually be put out there, because I've encountered it firsthand, and I know how beautiful it can be. The end. Oh, we're connected. I can hear his voice at any time, but anything that is not his voice is suddenly so far away, and I can't hear any of it. It's so strange.
Yeah, so what happened, just to explain it, is that, so I have AirPods that I'm wearing underneath Voksy, and we're in a telephone call because otherwise the thing echoes and I can't get my AirPods to connect to my desktop computer. If I did cable, then there would be a cable that goes underneath Fox's neck, and that means if I have to get up anywhere, it's a sad time. So it's just too hard to do. So it needs to be wireless. AirPods are the only way, and the only way to do it is by telephone call. But then I have to mute my microphone on the telephone call so that Nikku here can hear this microphone here, which is a much better sounding microphone than the AirPods because they're underneath, obviously, the Fox mask. So it's sort of like a weird half direction here and half direction there, but it works, and there are a couple of issues that come with it, namely
Yeah,
Discord
speaking of
audio
issues,
has a couple
They come
weird
with it.
quirks. Yeah.
I just heard a blah
Yes.
from my Sebsukiness.
Yes.
Basically what that means
Oh,
is
battery.
they have less than 10 minutes left of their lifetime.
Well, that makes
So,
sense considering we're now at the 3 hour mark. Mine are at 12% battery. I just had a look. So with that may be
I've
the
had mine
end.
for a very long time. They have
Yes.
lived longer than they should have, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I've not treated them well at all.
Certainly not. Certainly not. So, um, so yes. So I think that means that it calls an end to the wonderful stream. Thank you all for joining in who has made it to this point. Sorry to be disappearing the moment that Fox Gaming joins, and I think Twisted Snake had also only just rejoined. But thank you all for watching. Sorry this stream was a little bit up, down, and all around, but there's a lot going on, and we thought we'd still run a stream anyway, say good day, and it was a cause for entertainment and to lift both Daniel and my spirits, and invite you all along with that. So we did, and we had wine, which was good. And we hope that all of you have a wonderful rest of your day/night. But it is bedtime for us. It is midnight. So thank you all.
It in fact is.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. And yeah, much appreciated, and catch you all next time.